Oke, welcome back to my channel ya. Seperti biasa, kita main eFootball 2025 dengan update terbaru ya. Ini versi terbaru. Oke, mumpung libur tahun baru Hijriah. Oke, untuk teman-teman muslim selamat tahun baru 1 Hijriah ya. Oke, seperti biasa ini saya mau main Divisi League. Ini saya baru divisi 4. Ini masih baru banget ya untuk akunnya ya. Ini baru 11 hari untuk akun eFootball Xbox atau konsol. Nah, ini bukan mobile ya. Untuk akun eFootballnya ini pakai konsol atau Xbox alias PC. Oke, ini masih cari lawan. Oke, masih menunggu koneksi, masih cari-cari. Hari ini hari Jumat dan tanggal 1 Suro, apalagi ini malam Jumat Kliwon 1 Suro loh bro, langka banget. Lawan Harimau Malaya. Next. Back. Ini saya cek taktik Edison Cavani. Saya ganti Tutucu dulu ah. Ahmad Tutucu. Serangan balik. Cek formasi lawan. Ini termasuk akun lama nih orangnya. Oke.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. Gets things running.
Sinyalku jelek.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the brilliant De Ligt has both the intelligence and physical.
He rises! Olise, chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Olise is offering a right smile there.
Short changes him with that pass. Nuno Mendes fiddles it through. He's in space and looking for options. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Dapat
a lovely, neat pass. Bellingham. Valverde. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's been cut out, well played. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of...
Oh, smashing header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Just needed a better contact.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Foul ya. Kurang keras.
Now, can they get it back? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he welcomes it in. Tell. Shot a goal! Worth a try, but not this time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart from me, and he's had a good go at it.
Being shifted off it. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, what a ball he's in here. There's the hit. Danger averted for now. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And he's picked out the run. Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! And the pass is intercepted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. He's gone for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
And Kejar does really well there, he is strong. He's in here! And it's played in here, nice interception, well timed. There's the shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Bellingham.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And that could set him on his way. And the shot! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Malaysia have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, that's fabulous. Terrific header. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Valverde. Malaysia are looking to break at pace. And that is as far as they're going to go. Malaysia applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and of course the discipline, because it has to be with everyone, it can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here...
Valverde! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Malaysia with the corner, they're first. Aslani gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. He's got two! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Gets his pass away. Aslani calmly anticipates. Messi. Divisi. Milinkovic-Savic. Great work on the overlap. He has found the way through. It's on! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Valverde. Tell. Kututsu. Has a look and plays it forward. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And the half-time whistle goes.
Banyak peluang.
So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Hakimi. De Ligt. Valverde. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, it's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Valverde. Oh, Red, nice interception. Messi. Nicely intercepted. Tell is herring after that one. And he was quick to react. Milan still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Oh, that's well spotted. And they're quick to get it back. He's had a hit! In he goes again! It's there! AC Milan are all square! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, last line of defence, if you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Messi. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. No, he's not going to get any further than that. He can run onto that.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
DiMarco deals with that comfortably. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Kejar. Messi. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete!
Yes. Berhasil comeback.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Numero 30.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a little off target. Hakimi couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Malaysia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's headed upfield. And Kejar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Stood up well to him there. DiMarco did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe! He's cut it out. Decent hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi! Olise is holding his leg there, a worrying sign.
Yeah, and the manager's concerned too. Substitution time perhaps, or maybe not, we'll see.
Looks as though he's going to see if he can shake it off.
Messi habis, nafasnya habis nih. Nice, masuk. Versi masuk. Luis Diaz. Oke.
Corner number 2 then. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nicely aimed pass. He's going for goal! No, not quite.
Caicedo put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Diaz.
Milan certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Goulet. Diaz. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Diaz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, super ball. Goulet aims beyond the defence. He's one-on-one! And the finish! And he hits the net! 2 up and threatening to pull clear!
Semakin memperlebar.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to...
And De Bruyne! Foden.
Salomkan.
Nice interception. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
Divisi 5 ternyata.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
What a game.
Ini untuk peluang lolos ke divisi 3 semakin besar nih, terbuka lebar ya. Ini saya sudah mendapatkan poin 13. 13 berarti kurang 2 poin. Ini harus menang sih, biar langsung lolos ya harus menang. Kalau imbang harus main lagi, apalagi kalah tetap harus 1 kali lagi menang biar langsung otomatis lolos. Oke teman-teman yang nonton video ini jangan lupa klik tombol like ya. Untuk yang belum subscribe bisa subscribe, karena saya akan setiap hari live eFootball dan bisa kalian lihat ya, bisa tonton update-update terbaru dari eFootball. Oke, ini ketemu cek taktik dulu seperti biasa, taktik ya. Wah, pemain tim lawan cakep banget nih. Torres ini udah pasti pemain lama nih. Luis Diaz merah, lemah dia nih. Kalau dimainkan percuma, pasti stamina nya cepat terkuras habis. Performnya juga kurang baik nih.
Well, games at this level don't come too much bigger than this one. 90 minutes to decide whether they can take the big step up. The manager has challenged his players to deliver a statement, a warning shot to prospective opponents for next season. This is it. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, shooting chance! They're going to be quick to recover this. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And we have our very first corner. There's the header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Hernandez. Oh, no joy this time. Gross gets across to intercept that. And that's another throw. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this boy, Endrick, is someone who's been praised by some of the greats of the Brazilian game. And if you're getting plaudits like that, then there's obviously something special at play here. He's got pretty much everything you need in an attacking player, and those powerful movements inside and outside the box worry defenders no end.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. He's going to... And he'll shoot here! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And the header! And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. And it's Messi. Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Kubo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. interception. His positioning was spot on. Gross. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Arsenal have a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Gross. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
The pass is intercepted. Endrick looking to penetrate opposition lines. Ashlani. Alexander-Arnold. Olise is looking to influence the game from out wide. Olise. Milan finding the... It's Cavani! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mbappe. Out again for a throw-in. Olise. A chance! Goal! Milan! And who else? Who else? This is what he lives for, taking centre stage yet again. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now. Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Semakin memperlebar keunggulan.
Again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Milan, can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Kanji gets it away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's some speculative strike. Could move up a gear here.
A beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Milan are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So off we go once more. Endrick. No, again there's no way through. Messi. It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oke, bagusan.
Back into the middle. Elise.
Aduh, salah.
Hendrick. Now Mbappe. Serginho. Now Mbappe. Versi. Played back in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. Ashlani. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Hernandez. Upamecano. Serginho. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Looking for options for movement. Cavani! Versi.
L'affluenza di
They want to
quest'oggi è
make
di
the most of this turnover.
80.314 spettatori.
Mbappe in acres of space out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Versi. Mbappe. Elise. He won't be happy with that one. Ashlani. Elise. Neuer catches it safely. Serginho. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Torres. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 30.
A real chance then
Messi.
to ease this
Viene
unpleasant
sostituito
predicament.
con il
It certainly
numero
looks
25.
appetising, well within shooting range. Mbappe! Decent hit from there. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Torres. Pass is just off target. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Versi. Mbappe. Pass has been well intercepted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's picked his way. It's Cavani! And that is wildly off target.
Masih melenceng.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 3.
We
numero
have got
21.
changes here from both
Lascia il
sides, in
campo
fact.
per il numero 22. Il numero 4. Cambio di giocatori.
Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Gross. Kanji clears. That's a throw.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cavani. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Goulart gets a foot in here. That looks a cracking ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
And that was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Kubo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Griezmann. Son Heung-min. Nuno Mendes. Cavani.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ternyata babak kedua nggak bisa nambah gol nih kayaknya.
Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. It's a throw-in.
Nggak apa-apa lah, yang penting menang.
Van Dijk.
Oke,
Added time is
lolos.
up, and there
Akhirnya
goes the
lolos
whistle.
nih, naik ke
A
divisi
win, a
3.
triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. What do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan really were brilliant today, Peter, to produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome.
Akhirnya bisa lolos ke divisi 3. Ini total poin berarti sudah 16. Oke, naik ke divisi 3. Tata kalam. Kita cek dulu formasi dia. Dari negara mana ya? Divisi pertama, rating 3. Formasinya seperti ini bolo. Ini statistik pemainku saya upgrade dulu, terutama Moisajedo ya. Ini saya ambil dulu untuk hadiahnya. Kira-kira dapat hadiah apa ya? Oh, keahlian ternyata. Target karirnya cuma GP. Ambil tim saya dulu, Moisajedo. Ini latihan level paling enggak biar level 20-an lah. Oke, biar level 20-an dulu. Ini Alexander Arnold juga saya upgrade. Ini level berapa nih bisanya? 16. Oke lah, enggak apa-apa. Oke, top. Stamina-nya sudah bertambah ya, speednya juga sudah bertambah. Oke, lanjut balik lagi ke Liga eFootball. Nah, kategori PVP, langsung ke laga. Kira-kira bisa ke divisi 2 atau mungkin bisa sampai ke divisi 1 enggak ya, kita usahakan. Oke. Seragamnya saya ganti, salah, ini ya seharusnya. Nah ini statik. Wah, Duna rumah. Button merah nih, Michael Oyer Jabal. Saya ganti Luis Diaz. Oke. Cek informasi lawan. 4-3-3. Buat defense midfieldernya ada 3. Ini formasinya hampir sama kayak yang tadi, yang rating utama, yang siapa itu namanya, lupa saya masih pakai strategi back 5, memakai back 5 ya. Kira-kira start awal saya di divisi 3 kira-kira sudah pantas belum ya nih di divisi 3. Soalnya ini saya masih baru banget ya, masih Noobi pemain baru nih di dunia konsol atau Xbox. Kalau dulu ya seringnya main PS2, terakhir PS3, dan itu pun juga jarang banget.
Milan can dream again.
PS2,
The stands here definitely a place for the hopeful, and no doubt that hope is replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world famous.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Casemiro cuts it out. Now it's Torres. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Torres, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Oh, no joy this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Diaz. Olise. Picked out. Can he put it away? That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Dapat.
Olise battling down that right flank.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Nah. Malah foul punya.
Olise is always looking to play quality balls. Mbappe! Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Mbappe. Akanji makes the interception. That pass has been well intercepted. That looks a cracking ball. He's certainly onside here. Stood up well to him there. Olise. Bit too much weight on the pass. Messi. And it's played forward. Oh, delightful ball. Just the keeper to beat! Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Bruno Fernandes. 30 minutes gone. And it's Fernando Torres. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Casemiro. Oh, good ball. Gakpo. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Martinez. And Upamecano. Fernando Torres. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he cuts out the supply. It's gone for a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe! Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Neatly clipped into space. Upamecano deals with that comfortably. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that's a throw-in. Ruben Neves. Mosquera. Ruben Neves. Ashlani.
There will be 1 minute
Delicate
at a
ball,
time.
and it needs to be. Skillfully. Oh, he's got the shot away! A skipper's goal!
Listen, you don't get lucky in doing what he just has. It comes from an inner desire and competitiveness to work on the moments that can elevate his game and this game.
Goals for Milan. Number 10, Kylian
And Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Oh, kontrol.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half
And
to
we'd like
follow.
to inform you now that the latest
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a
currently
genuine
being
flow
displayed
to
on
this
Saya
game,
tinggal
as
lihat
well as
ini aja
intent.
daripada nungguin.
But I can't help
Oh, ya.
feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Peluang dari tim lawan
Milan
ini
come in,
sebenarnya
having established
bagus
that lead.
banget.
A game
Untung
where the
Muslera
narrative is,
refleksnya
at least
cakep,
in terms of the
masih
scoreline,
bisa nepis
so
nih.
far so good.
Kena til, ketuyul jempolnya kayaknya. Ini Mbappe juga bagus banget, tapi sayang finishingnya masih bisa diselamatkan oleh Vetarbe ya. Akselerasinya saya tuh salah, agak miring ke kanan, dan ini gol yang menurutku ya bejo, kira ya dapat itu kiper ya, soalnya kan itu udah 100% seharusnya kiper bisa menguasai.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Gakpo. Coming on the field is
So off
number
we go
24,
once more.
Kejar.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, a throw in. Thuram. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book.
Bahaya nih.
That's a shade optimistic. Cleared without complication. Ashlani for Olise.
Sip.
Mendes could try cutting inside here. It's a goal kick.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Mbappe! Now it's Messi.
Enak.
Oh, what a climb! That pass isn't the best. Olise. Thuram.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's picked out the run. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Bruno Fernandes.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Aslani defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Diaz. So Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Diaz. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Casemiro. And that's another good win of the ball. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score.
Substitution.
Phil Foden masuk. biar Akanji coba cek strategi lawan, kira-kira ganti formasi. Oh iya, ternyata Mbappe dibuat striker. Ini tadinya 4-3-3 nya itu kan di MF ya, Bruno Fernandes, ini diubah posisi ternyata.
Goulet. He's made sure that's not getting through. Upamecano. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Selera penyelamat
Get that
lagi.
clear.
Substitution on the field.
Number 2 then.
Bruno Fernandes. Number
That has been knocked clear.
Casemiro.
Manchester United
Coming on the
showing
field.
a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
Substitution in
I
progress.
think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's played him through.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Pass is just off target. No, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, what a pass! In with a header! So close to drawing level.
Turan was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
Number 9.
Manchester United have their third corner.
Coming on to replace him is number 15.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Upamecano. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. The referee's awarded a free kick.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Great chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kalau diserang itu masuk bingung cara
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. And he's there to belt it away.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Upamecano. Ruben Neves, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. And it's Ruben Neves. So that's it. It is all over. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Ranking 3 dia. Divisi 3 nih maksudnya. Tata kalam pemuncak klasemennya Oke, sekali lagi untuk teman-teman yang nonton video ini, jangan lupa klik like ya, di like videonya, dan jangan lupa untuk kalian yang belum subscribe bisa subscribe. Oke, ini ketemu mana nih? Duren FC. Kalau nama-nama seperti ini tuh biasanya orang Jakarta ya. Kabanjuru, Duren gitu kan. Kemudian Donnarumma, saya ganti Muslera. Cavani, oke. Kondisi prima nih untuk Cavani. Dan ini statistik atau tim lawannya. Oh, ini saya salah nih. Frank Ribery tak masukkan ke squad. Tak masukkan ke squad ini ternyata. Ini harus ganti pemainnya. Ganti siapa ya nanti ya? Mungkin Griezmann.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. Terrific header!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So, a breakthrough already. Whatever he had in mind. Mbappe! Oh, it's come loose. Aimed in, chance for the header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Ruben Dias. Alexander-Arnold. Koundé. And Balde. Ribery. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe! No way through. Olise. Messi. And that could well leave a mark. Kejar. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Messi. And here's Cavani. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Kejar.
Dundee clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely weighted ball. Crosses it in. Olise!
Terlalu sempit-sempitnya.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ruben Dias. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Alexander-Arnold, and he whips it in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Not the most accurate pass. Koundé cuts out the pass. De Jong. And it's Nakata. It's Pedri. Balde. That looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. He's cut it out. Aslani gets it clear. De Jong. Nakata. Messi looking to add to his goal. Ruben Dias cuts it out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Aslani makes the interception. Olise. Aslani. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that.
Ya, pelanggaran. Foul ternyata.
De Jong. There will be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And he nearly went all the way.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Milan have their second corner now. Up for a header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Balde. And that's a throw. Balde. Looking for the run. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. He has found a way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against... It's Cavani!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Balde. There is the half-time whistle. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Harus bisa cetak lagi, harus bisa
What
cetak
do you
gol
think
lagi.
we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Milan head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in the...
It's a mighty effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Ruben Dias. Alexander-Arnold. This is De Jong. And it's Messi. Messi. This is De Jong. Nakata. Messi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's well spotted. Olise is one whose deliveries we all know about. Interesting ball. Dundee appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Alexander-Arnold played into space out wide. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Cavani. He is through here. Messi. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Batistuta.
Dundee showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Alexander-Arnold. Kejar. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Alexander-Arnold, who does have an assist to his name. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold making good big header! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
De Jong. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. He's got the shot away! And he hits the net! He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Koundé. Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Asllani. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get away here? Nakata. Kejar. Dundee finding their passes. And it's Ribery. And Koundé. Nakata. De Jong. Cavani. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a super give and go. And that's another good win of the ball. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21.
Milan are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Milan are looking to go forward now. And here's Batistuta. Foden. And Güler. Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. He's got full. Harmlessly behind. Poorly directed kick for the keeper. He's given it away. And he's running. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kejar. Güler.
Well, it's delivered early, like...
Decent hit! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Saya pun juga
Find a position of real strength now. And time is up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Cavani taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face.
Oke, laga kedua berhasil menang. Ini untuk naik ke divisi 2 harus mencapai ganti selera aja. Aduh, salah, maksudnya udah siap. Sorry dulu, barusan saya ada tamu.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. can see we've already started here.
kurang ke dalam lagi tadi.
Messi. There is from Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Now it's Mbappe.
Clear.
Mendes gets it clear. And it's Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cavani! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared away. Persepolis have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe.
Salah
Cuts
umpan,
out the supply.
maksudnya Michael Olive. Salah umpan.
Elise. Here's Messi. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Set ternyata telat turun tadi Alexander Arnold.
Elise.
Footballing width usually identifies with...
Oh, great header! It's fallen kindly here. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp
Michael
there,
Olive.
didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space out wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cavani finds himself offside. Your impression so far, Jim?
Milan have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
And here's Mbappe. Serginho. He gets big! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Aduh.
And the referee has brought play back and
Pandai.
showed him a yellow card. Messi. Mbappe. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he knocks it clear. Alexander Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe. Elise. And he's picked out the run. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
So their fourth corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Goal, Milan! First blood drawn. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Messi. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Fernando Torres. And that has been clubbed away. Messi. And that could set him on his way. Face to face with the keeper. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ruben Dias. Gallagher. Serginho. Mbappe. And here's Torres. Messi. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, great ball. And the shots. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And that takes him up to 30. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Milan, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Ribéry. Ashlani. Olise. He's through here. Lovely ball and he's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Milan are having a ball here. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Nuno Mendes for Olise. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Torres. Olise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now, what about a counter-attack? Could be danger here. He's through, now is he in? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And that is as far as they're going to go. Foot in. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Yamal.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, chance! Sticks it away!
Semakin memperlebar ya.
Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. In with the challenge. No, that was never going to make it. And it's Fernando Torres.
Kurang sedikit atau apa?
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. The pass is intercepted. Mbappe. It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Persepolis truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Well timed, excellent interception. Yamal, he's in plenty of space here. Defending of the desperate variety. Akanji gets good distance on it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 3.
Persepolis have their second corner now.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22.
Tries to get it clear.
Il numero 26.
Out for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Valverde hurtling down that right flank. Oh, what a ball! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Set.
And the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Goulet. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oh, that's fabulous. Goulet charging. Goulet!
Udah. Shootnya.
That's wide. Alexander-Arnold. And that has put paid to that. Goulet! He has done it!
Terima kasih.
That's further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
should get
Ci
the job
saranno
done.
5 minuti di recupero.
Ribery. And Ribery! Oh, terrific save. Ashlani. Valverde. Valverde tries making a foray down the right. Valverde gets into some space.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Now it's Ribery. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. It's just beyond his reach. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. This is a side which is purring. Picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front.
Ganti pemain dulu. Michael Oyarzabal, sekarang Ribery aja. Cesare Davinson Sanchez. Itu 85. Ini 187, lebih tinggi Davinson Sanchez. Oke, nantilah saya ganti Sanchez. Masih ratingnya masih 1290. Masih lama nih untuk bisa, masih panjang perjuangannya. Ini masih baru ya. Ini alhamdulillahnya 3 kali main di divisi 3 dan 3 kali clean sheet ya, bisa menang. Ini yang masih saya pahami tentang defense ya, atau bertahan. Ini saya masih ngotak-ngatik ini, masih belum bisa ngejar. Kalau diserang itu defense-ku masih kocar-kacir, tapi kalau soal nyerang sih lebih bagus sih, maksudnya daripada defense. Disen kapan nih kayak ini ganti Luis Diaz saja. Formasi lawan 3-4-3 ini sama halnya formasiku ya, soalnya kan 2 back sayapku tak suruh menyerang, jadi kayak 3-4-3 3-5-2 sih sebenarnya punya aku. Selera aja kipernya. Di sana tim lawan ada Ronaldo juga ternyata. Pemainnya cakep-cakep nih untuk tim lawan. Ini punyaku AC Milan, masih pemanasan. Ini tim lawan dari tadi belum selesai atur strateginya. Oh, masih ngotak-ngatik dia. Tadinya 3-4-3, sekarang 3-2-3-2. Nggak ada pemain murni, nggak ada back murni untuk tim lawan.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good when it comes to progressing the ball up the pitch, and he'll often drop deep to do that. Above all, though, I like his feistiness. There's a combative and energetic edge to everything he does.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he... Oh, what a mistake! Ball's gone astray. That was very necessary. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Now it's Gnabry. Looking to go deep. That has been... Now the finish! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck good, and he looks hungry for more. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find him, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That was good alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's a shade optimistic. Bruno Fernandes. Interesting ball. Elise. Diaz! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Diaz has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
No, that was never going to make it. James Rodriguez. Good pressure, determined, intense. No, that's been intercepted. Makes the interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's hoisted clear. Alexander-Arnold. Brilliantly cut out. Bellingham looking understandably energised after his goal. Manchester United are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look...
Terrific header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Timku masih ketinggalan. Kira-kira kok masih bisa memperkecil atau menyamakan kedudukan.
We expected better, and so did he. Diaz. Now it's hits one. Oh, the ball's run loose here. A corner it is then. Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Haaland is onto it in a flash. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
De Jong, Pedri. That is a little undercooked, and he was quick to react. Gnabry looking to get on the end of this. Pinches it off him. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Haaland! That's going to go a long way. And here's Gnabry. He's had it taken off him. That's a throw. Olise. Bellingham. Pedri. Oh, this looks sharp. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Seharusnya
And
tadi
the first half
untuk
is done.
apa?
So there we are,
Mbappe.
half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling
Peluang yang
moment.
baik di sini.
It is still very tight here.
gampang.
The game still up for grabs.
Aduh,
And the
salah.
half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's James Rodriguez. James showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rodri. And here's Gnabry. Mendes with the foul. That is ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Well, played right into his path. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Kane. Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good ball over the top. And he's there to get it away. Manchester United
The
are looking
attendance
to
for
play
this
on the
match
counter
was
here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear
71,898.
they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mbappe.
Milan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Gnabry. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice ball, and he's in here. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. De Jong. And it's James Rodriguez. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, they could be caught out here. Pedri. Half an hour gone in the second half. And the pass is intercepted. He won't be happy with that one. De Jong. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold looking to run onto it.
Terekspos.
Substitution in progress.
Salah. Tim lawan masih 3-4-3.
Modric. DiMarco. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. That's a decent clearance.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Mbappe. He rises!
Salah. Tindakan
Well,
tadi.
that's why we all say
Substitution.
the decision is fatal.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, Red, nice interception.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Valverde. Mbappe. Oh, well played. DiMarco.
2 added minutes has been
That's a
indicated.
tries a shot. It's there.
Akhirnya bisa
We
cetak
thought
gol.
it was over. It's all square once more.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination.
And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No
Setelah
complaints.
permainan hampir dieksploitasi
Your final
ya.
thoughts, Jim?
Milan can always take more
Security
positives from a
far
result
right.
like this.
Maksudnya
Yes,
divisi
there is some
dua.
tidying up to do.
Wah, rating turun. Untuk pengguna kebanyakan di divisi 9. Divisi 1 cuma 0,4. Betapa sengitnya ya, susahnya untuk bisa naik ke divisi 1. Ini aja masih divisi 2 dibuat puyang, pusing tenan. Salah satu lolos ke divisi 2 ya harus menang sih. Imbang ataupun kalah itu bukan pilihan. Kadang bermain seri malah turun ratingnya. Tanpa dua selera. Arda Guler peran dalam laga dengan sudut kiri. Tim lawan masih sama atau? Oke, siap. Saya juga sudah siap.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. As you can see, we've already started here.
Yeah.
Ribery has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Has a goal! It's in!
What a superstar! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe! Alexander-Arnold. Up he goes! It's in! Two! And we've barely begun here.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Nuno Mendes. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
On goal dia.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Milan have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold. And now a sudden chance to counter. He welcomes it in. And the shot's on here. And the shot! Goal!
Aduh, kesalahan.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
In with a header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
That's a little off target.
Kacau.
Oh, just big chance, must be. Can he put it away? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And it's Ribery. He's in a good position here. Van Dijk can get it clear. And here's Ribery. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Doggy. That looks a decent goal. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Musiala. Heads it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And here's Mbappe. We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. So, third corner of the game. There's the header. Boom, header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Messi proves too strong. Mbappe. Musiala. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham.
Defend tuh.
They are right back in
Kalau defend
business.
mesti kayak gini.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, important interception. Olise. And now the breakaway. Olise. Cavani. Big moment! Massive goal! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Milan take the lead. Messi. Out of play for a throw. Bellingham. Ribery. Mbappe. lines up big! There's the whistle for half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. There's the start of the second half. Ashlani. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Ribery. Udogi. Nicely aimed pass. And he's in great chance! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's good play. Now it's... He's had a hit! Going to be quick to recover this.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Alexander-Arnold, who's set up one goal so far. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. Udogi.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 71 649.
That's a sweet ball, that. He's had it taken off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away. It's Cavani! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what a mistake! Van Dijk. Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Mbappe. Here's Messi. The pass is intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That is a little undercooked. And here's Mbappe. Olise. Mendes made a search from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Oh, nicely intercepted. DiMarco. Bellingham, and it's Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he finish? It's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks
Nilainya
like
Mega Olive
yeah, he was
sudah
Après
capek.
78 minutes de jeu.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
Saya ganti Frank Ribery, upload turun. Paula saya ganti dulu. Pandek deh. Udah nggak bisa ganti ternyata. Ini sudah bisa bantu pemain. Oh saya tuh nggak bisa atur strategi. Oke, ternyata lawan langsung menyerah. Padahal lagi mau atur strategi. Ini dia divisi berapa ya? Oh, divisi 2, ternyata dia udah naik ke divisi 2. GGMC tadi juga divisi 2. Oke, dengan squad seadanya, pemain-pemain bansos ya, pemain bansos dari Konami. Tapi sayang nih, yang event update terbaru ini saya nggak dapat Roberto Baggio ataupun Adriano ataupun Gerard Piqué. Kalau misalnya dapat setidaknya dari 3 itu ya semakin memperkuat tim lah. Roberto Baggio untuk attack midfielder, Adriano striker dengan power ya, shoot dan kekuatan tendangannya itu dia gila banget. Dulu waktu PS2 itu powernya kalau tidak salah saya ingat gue itu 106 untuk powernya. Terus ini ada Kejar yang eFootball terbaru ini ya. Wah, rating 83, ternyata peringkat 83. Oh, pemain Purwodadi ini bulu. Sama-sama ini bulu, saya juga dari Jateng bulu. Saya lebih suka Muslera nih sekarang. Saya Muslera dulu. 4-3-2-1. Ini pemain lama juga sih. Wah, penggantinya juga biru semua ini. Saya harus butuh pemain belakang, berarti ini harus sekuatnya ada yang harus saya kurangi. Mungkin Griezmann, Coutinho juga sebenarnya bagus nih di mainin. Van Dijk, peran dalam laga, tendangan sudut kiri. Nah, atau mungkin rekrut Diego Carlos ya. Sebenarnya ada Vincent Sanchez itu ya lumayan sih. Ada Alessandro Sorloth. Nah, setidaknya itu back-backku harus tinggi-tinggi ya, biar bisa ini setidaknya ada gangguan untuk player-player yang sukanya umpan ya, umpan silang. Ini saya pasang.
Well, they say
untuk
football's
5.
only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's tower base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, someone I'm really looking forward to seeing is one of a kind, El Diego. The word legend is badly overused in our world, Peter, but he qualifies with room to spare. An absolute genius.
Yeah, just watching the guy play is a thrill. He's so different, just brilliantly different.
Can beat teams pretty much on his own.
There's the shot!
Right. Ronaldo ya kurang dikit.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Beckham with the short one. Big chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Ashlani. And it's Messi. Olise.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Ter Stegen catches it safely. And the counter is on. Surlot. That looks a good ball through. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And that could set him on his way. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he stands tall, impenetrable. He's in a good shot at goal! Goal, Milan!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on.
Untung nggak offside.
He was on.
Padahal tipis banget. Kirain jatuhkan saya sebenarnya. Untung benar-benar untung nggak offside.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Nuno Mendes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. 15 minutes till half-time. Olise.
Salah umpan.
That's a shade optimistic. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that's well spotted. Messi. Glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident Mbappe, and the shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Untung nggak kalah teman
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Diaby, and it's kept out by a stubborn defence. It's their second corner of the game. played it short. Now the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has been clubbed away. And he's picked out the run. Great defending, strong and determined. Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Alexander-Arnold. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ashlani.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. Now it's Diaby. He's picked his way through. Belletti. Played back in, and he's there to clear it. And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Total attack masnya shoot lebih banyak dari ini ya, pemain kayak Purwodadi. Sama-sama orang Jawa Tengah nih, saya juga orang Jawa Tengah dulu. Oke, dulu untuk kalian yang belum subscribe channel ini, minta tolong bisa klik subscribe ya, dan jangan lupa like video ini. Untuk live streaming akan setiap hari ya, bolo bisa sore ya, seringnya sih saya sore atau malam karena ada kesibukan lain ya bolo. Ini mumpung libur ya, jadi saya live pagi ya. Tadi udah live dari jam berapa tadi ya, buka sekitar setengah 9 sih.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Mendes dapat sip.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he cuts out the supply.
Kanji.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And it's Cavani. Nuno Mendes. Oh, delicate chip through. They're back on the ball again. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Milan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Diaby. The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, terrible pass. Hits one!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Messi.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Back into the middle. Now it's Mbappe. Real chance! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Tim lawan ini sepertinya menyerah nih. Iya, kayaknya menyerah dia. Iya. tim lawan menjarah tadi untuk player Purwodadi, padahal squad dia sebenarnya bagus sih. Untuk Muhammad Nanang ya, waalaikumsalam Bang ya, maaf tidak ngecek kalau ada yang chat ya dulu. Oke, next. Taktik. Oke, Donnarumma saya ganti musil. Aduh, Muslera biru dia. Ya udah ya, Donnarumma aja guys. 1, 2, 3. Benar, peran dalam laga tendangan sudut ini si Arnold. Oke.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello everybody,
Without a doubt, it is the
welcome to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Action has already
Tendangnya
started.
kurang sempurna tadi.
That pass isn't the best. Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's lofted through here. Messi! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Dan magic dari Messi.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Number 30, Lionel Messi.
So, a breakthrough already. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. That's Beckham. Oh, here's a chance! That comes as a mighty relief. He's looking to set free a runner. Rafinha. That's a decent clearance. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Nuno Mendes. Messi. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, easy pickings there. Ashlani. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Drogba. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Berhasil.
Good spot, he's seen the run.
Benar.
And it's Messi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Done delicately. That's been cut out, well played. Cavani with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ashlani. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Nah.
Now the finish! Beckham gets a foot in here. Out to the right. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until the support arrives a little sooner. Just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Yamal. Ashlani. Elise. That looks a cracking ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He's had a hit! And it's come back out to him.
Kena besar gawang. Nah, kalau terlalu bersemangat dia.
Yamal, and it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And that is masterful defending. Can he finish? Messi. Time and again they are repelled. Ashlani chooses to go back. Tries a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. It's Drogba! Elise. Looking for the runner. Oh, and he's through the middle. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there we are, half-time, both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly there has been just one telling moment. It's still very tight here, the game still up for grabs, and the half-time score 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game. They are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Milan definitely want to...
Can he put it away? And he has kept it out somehow.
Drogba is offering a right smile there.
Tadi ada kesalahan.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Sanchez cuts it out. And it's Messi. Cavani dominates aerially so often. Oh, super find. Oh, look at the space here. Delivery from Mbappe.
Nah,
Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Pinches it off him.
The
Messi
attendance
has
for this
found the net
match
clear,
was
of course.
70,987.
60 minutes played. Looking for options for movement. Cavani shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
It's a good-looking cross. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Rafinha. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's aimed into the middle. Cleared without hesitation. He's going to be disappointed with that. Alexander-Arnold. Back when it goes. He's having a go! It goes
Substitutions
to show
taking
he
place.
is human after all.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Played out to the right. Well read. And the danger is averted. Bellingham. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Real chance! What a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Alexander-Arnold threads one in. Oh, that was vital.
Milan merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the pass is intercepted. Beckham. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Messi. Oh, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Nuno Mendes looking for the run. Brilliantly cut out. It's their second corner of the game. Now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Ribery. Oh, delicate chip through. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
He's got full. De Ligt is fouled.
Kenapa Mister gawang terus? Dari tadi kena Mister gawang terus.
changes here from both sides, in
Number
fact.
18, Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 11,
Akanji.
Substitution.
Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. That was mighty close. Nuno Mendes. Ribéry. He's picked his way through. Oh, smashing header! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There will be 5
Climbs
minutes
up
added
big.
time.
It's been blocked. And he has been fouled there. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And here's Cavani. He won't be happy with that one.
Ah,
It's
salah
good
umpan
alertness.
Angus.
Pass is just off target. And it's played forward. And here's Ribéry.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And there goes the final whistle.
Salah umpan.
A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
Lagi.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
And
Well,
quick
a decent
reminder
draw,
today,
Peter, with a
ready
good
to
mix
make
of...
Oke, perlu satu kali lagi ya, sekali lagi ya. Yang muslera pakai muslera, kipernya 4-2-1-3. Oke, saya siap cek. Saya lupa terus ini taktik yang tendangan sudut kiri belum saya ubah. Tim lawan masih racik atau mungkin lagi tinggal ngopi. Pandai akan kalau analog lo Nuno Mendes, Alexander Arnold, TAA ya, ini Akanji. Ini squad saya sih sebenarnya mayoritas masih pemain-pemain bantuan dari Konami ya, atau standar. Dan ini kemarin Saya dapat Michael Olise dan saya juga dapat Luis Diaz yang dari event itu ya, Liga Inggris, sama apa itu yang Michael Olise itu yang Bayern Munchen itu kayaknya. Tim lawan belum selesai. Cek masih sama saja loh padahal ya kan. Lama banget.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack.
Tadi kesalahanku.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now the game itself. And already we're underway here. Alexander-Arnold, done delicately. Olise. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander. Great chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
And he's had it! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
That pass has been well intercepted. Great hit! And again! Got to be quick to recover this. Alexander-Arnold. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Alaba has the chance to go the other way. Mbappe, Messi's cross, another corner. Any better luck this time round? Milan have their second corner now. Header! Oh, quality save!
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Nuno Mendes climbs up big! Now, who's going to be first to this? He steps in, and that's the end of that.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Muslera. Out for a throw. Musiala. Alaba applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but
Can he finish?
that's just playing it safe and simple.
Rice. Rice is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Alexander-Arnold is fouled. Musiala. Approaching the half hour. Musiala! Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, just skips past his man. Mbappe. Can he put it away? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Ora mlebu.
Calhanoglu. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Calhanoglu. Van Dijk. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Calhanoglu. And here's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Alaba have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And now they can spring out of defence. He's looking to set free a runner.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's got the shot away! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3
Tadi
coming
dapat
up.
peluang one on one yang lain kan.
He gets big! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Milan get their 4th corner. Gets his head to it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Versi did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Van Dijk. Hernandez. Vinicius Junior. Musiala. This is promising. Oh, well played. And that was very necessary. Messi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's there to belt it away. That's a throw.
Gokil. Oke lah. Divisi 2 ya dia. Peringkat 10.000. Oke bro, untuk video live streamingnya sekian dulu ya, karena ini hari hari Jumat kan. Untuk para laki-laki jangan lupa, untuknya kaum muslim jangan lupa untuk Jumatan. Oke, thank you bro.